time it is. It's your boy Manny.
It's your boy Sean.
And What's the Word Sports Podcast coming to you on this beautiful, hot, really hot Monday afternoon. And no time for pleasantries. Let's get right into it. You know what I mean? I know some things that happened this past weekend, so we got to get to it and talk about it. So let's talk about the first topic of the day, Sean.
Yeah. Well, I was talking about the NFL. I mean, Micah Parsons, he's supposed to be coming later than expected. Right now they're saying he could be there a little bit later, around week four-ish. So, how do you think that's going to affect the Green Bay Packers?
Um, well, I guess I say depending on how many games he's going to be delayed. Um, yeah, what's up, JB? But it's definitely going to be. That's definitely going to affect them. Um, I think defensively, not really offensively, but kind of defensively. Micah, ever since he's been with the Green Bay Packers, he has been the face of that team. Um, of that defense. Well, not the team, but the defense. You know what I'm saying? And so hopefully they can hold on for like 2 or 3 games, or you know what I mean? Because I don't think he's going to be out for like over 3 or 4 games. So depending on the schedule that they have, that's what is going to determine, um, I guess, the record that they're going to have in the beginning of the season. But I'm pretty sure they're going to be fine. I mean, he should be back with week 4. Uh, but like I said, it all depends on what the schedule is in the beginning. That probably make the impact for
Mm. Yeah, I think it's going to be a tremendous. It's a tremendous thing to happen because you got to think that the Packers' offense has already changed so much with all the receivers as just going to different teams. So this is already going to be a new look offense. And now you could potentially miss one of the best players on your defense, and Michael Parsons. So you got a new offense, and your best defensive player is out. So I think it's going to be an adjustment that has to be made, but it's not going to be an easy one. You can't adjust to not having Michael Parsons on the field because you traded for Michael Parsons for a reason. Michael Parsons is the starter on that team, and he makes a huge impact. I mean, you seen just last year that when he got hurt, they started losing all these games. So I think it's going to be a tremendous thing, bad thing to do or see for the Packers if he ain't playing in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When you put it that way, yeah, absolutely. I mean, um, what happened last year. We already seen what happened last year when he got hurt, and now you know that he's going to be delayed. I think the more that he's not on the field, the worse it's going to get for this team, especially defensively. And so, like I said,
My
huh?
fault, bro. My fault to
Yeah,
cut you off. My man
no, you good.
JB said, "Big bro, his 91 for 3 days. Put the cleats on." I will not be putting the cleats on. Tomorrow's supposed to be 96 degrees, so I won't be putting the cleats on. It's a little too hot for my liking, and I think the day after that is gonna be back to like 94, and it's gonna be cool for the rest of the week, which is like 65. So it's not really good for my body. So you gonna have to you gonna have to let me know. But go ahead, Manny. Go ahead, continue, brother.
All right. So, yeah. So that's what I've been saying. So that's what I feel like. I feel like the more that his pushback, his return pushback is delayed, the more that this team is going to be very, very hard to win games, especially if they playing against good teams in the beginning of the year. And so, like I said, at the end of the day, like you said before, that Micah is the face of that defense. He's the face of that team. And then also when you got to put into consideration that Jordan Love, Jordan Love, their whole entire system is different. With the departure of the Terrion Wicks going to Philly, um, I
Romeo
don't know
Dubs
that. Huh?
said, and Romeo Dubs going to the Patriots.
That's right. Roman Dobbs going to the Patriots. Like this. this offense is definitely going to be. I think the Green Bay Packers is gonna make a huge downgrade this year. Um, you know, yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like that they really not going to have a good year this year, just because of the offensive changes that happened. Now, can Jordan Love, um, change that? I think he has the talent to. But do you have the belief? I don't know because he's been showing that in big moments that he can't get the job done.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I believe. We'll see what's going to happen in the beginning of the season for the Green Bay Packers and how that's going to affect them. Um, Not just the beginning of the season, but as the season progresses, and how that
Mm-hmm.
offense is going to look, and how that whole team is going to look. 'Cause that whole team is going to be completely different. And so,
Yeah.
yeah, and then also they lost Sean Mannion as well. So, that's definitely the Green Bay is taking a real big hit heading into the new season. So,
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
I mean,
that's something.
losing Sean, though, I don't think that's not gonna really matter for them because he was not like he wasn't calling the play calls down there. So I don't think that affects them as much as if if he was the offensive coordinator there, then I would have been like, yeah, but he's not the offensive coordinator.
I mean, according to the Green Bay Packers staff and the whole team, that they said losing Sean was really a detriment to their team because of how he was with Green Bay. I mean, even though he wasn't the OC, his knowledge and stuff for the game, you know, even the coach Matt LaFleur said that he was a very special guy, and one day that he'll be a head coach. And so, I mean, I don't know. A lot of people definitely speak very highly of Sean Man, especially the Green Bay organization. So that's how I think that was a huge, not a huge loss, but a loss. But the way that they explaining it is like it's a huge loss for them. So I mean, I don't know. I mean,
No,
we gotta see what he's gonna do in Philly. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But yeah, though. But absolutely though.
Yeah, so we talked about Micah Parsons being the lead. On the flip side, you got
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes is actually coming back faster than anticipated. So he's on track to be here by week one. So we know Patrick Mahomes had that ACL injury last season.
Right.
He's been working his butt off just to get back to NFL shape, get back to that Patrick Mahomes shape, and it's looking like he'll be back. So with him coming back so soon, do you think that this will derail his play, or do you think that he's going to be the same player that he once was?
Um, well, I think judging by the way that he's coming this fast, he definitely has a lot of motivation, a lot of determination to come back. Um, um, the I don't know, because sometimes you can come back from an injury, pretty fast, do a speedy recovery, and when you play, you can have a downgrade year, or it can derail you, or it can take you back to where you once were before you got injured. And so I think it's kind of like a 50-50. I think with the new additions that Kansas City has made, um, definitely put them in position to put them in the top of the AFC for sure. And also with the addition of Justin Fields, you know what I'm saying, to create that run game and make it explosive. Um, and then also landing Kenneth Walker, the MVP. Um, I think that's is a great upgrade to them. Um, but like I said, we got to see how Patrick is going to do. But I mean, Sean from Patrick from time in his history, he's been showing that he always play at a high level. You know what I mean? Each and every year. And so we just got to see if he's going to continue doing that. Do I believe? Yeah, I believe that he can come back and have a good year. Um, but it's not a guarantee. So yeah, that's what I think about it.
I think Patrick Mahomes is going to have a great year this year.
Yeah,
I think we've seen it a lot of times. A lot of players then torn their ACL and they come back playing even better, like they haven't even done it. I think this is going to be the case for Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes' game doesn't rely on him just running around. Is he's not a scrambling quarterback. His talent
yeah.
is his arm. He can make the throw, he can make the reads, and he can scramble when needed. So I think you're gonna see that. Then you also gotta think now they have Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker is gonna take a lot of pressure off of Patrick Mahomes, where he the last couple years. I mean, Kenneth Walker is the best running back he's played with in his whole career. Yeah, yeah. He's the best running back that
Yeah,
he's
you're
played with
right.
his whole career. I mean, his best running back that he's played with so far is probably what's his name? Hunt. Kareem Hunt.
Oh, Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt is probably the best running back that Patrick Mahomes has played with. So getting Kenneth Walker at this point, when Kenneth Walker's in his prime, that's beautiful. After what we just seen Kenneth Walker just do, Kenneth
Yeah,
Walker was just snapping all season. So I think that's going to take a lot of pressure off of Patrick Mahomes. Then you got to also think Travis Hunter. I mean, not Travis Hunter. Travis Kelsey. Kelsey had a horrible year last year for himself. A year that he didn't want to end his career with. So I
right.
think Travis Kelsey is going to come back with a vengeance. Um, you got Rasheed Rice for the whole season this time. Rasheed Rice was missing a lot of games. Missed a lot of games.
Hmm.
Rasheed Rice is going to be back. So I think he's going to have his whole offense, and it's going to be an upgraded offense, an offense that's hungry, an offense that wants to get to it, an offense that wants to work. And by having Patrick Mahomes come back from this injury, I'm sure Patrick Mahomes is hungry to get back on the field because the Chiefs didn't look like the Chiefs last year.
At
So
all.
a lot of people been talking about the Chiefs and how the Chiefs are done. I'm pretty sure Patrick's been hearing all of that, and I'm pretty sure he wants to right the wrongs.
Do you feel like Kansas City's wide receiver core? Do you think is strong enough to compete in the AFC or possibly go back to the Super Bowl?
Yes, because Nate, besides the year they had Tyreek, who was their receiving core?
I mean, Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood Brown
Um,
didn't do nothing though.
I mean, I'm just naming them, bro.
No, I know, bro. I'm saying like even if you was to name like people like Hollywood Brown, like I think of like his best receiving core was with Tyreek and Miko Hardman. You had his best receiving core is always going to be when you just think of his best receivers is going to be Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelsey. That's his best. That's his best receivers. So I feel like as long as he got a number one, which he does have in Rasheed Rice, and he still has Travis Kelsey, and now you got Kenneth Walker who can catch the ball as well.
And
So
they
I
got
think,
Xavier Worthy.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, you got Worthy. I mean, he got the weapons. I mean, so I don't see why this receiving core couldn't get the job done when Patrick Mahomes never really had a receiving core that was of like top tier. You never say, oh, he has all these this talent at receivers for Patrick Mahomes. That's the beauty of having Patrick Mahomes though, because Patrick Mahomes can make a receiver look good.
I can I agree with you everything except for that whole Travis Kelsey thing. Um, the only reason why the Travis Kelsey is because we've been seeing that defenses has know how to defend Travis Kelsey. So it's like, and not it hasn't been just one game or two games. It's been multiple times. It's been a whole season. It has been a year season after that. His numbers have been down for the past 2 years. His production um, has been something to really downgrade. There's been even he said on says that he feels that he still got it, but he does understand that other defensive schemes definitely push him out the equation in games and stuff like that. So I do believe that the defenses in the NFL are starting to get how to defend Travis Kelsey. So um, I mean, until I see him um, do break out of that, or they use a different scheme or something like that for him to create in different ways so they can use him differently. I'm not really that confident of Travis Kelsey as that number three or two or whatever you want to call him option. You know what I mean? Do I believe in Rasheed Rice and Xavier Worthy? Yeah, absolutely. I think Kenneth Walker definitely put the pressure off uh Patrick Mahomes. But I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say this again. They need to go out and get Tyreek Hill. You know what I mean? Um, he's just a different animal. I think if they bring Tyreek Hill back, you might as well put Kansas City back in the Super Bowl. Um, because you have all the weapons and all the speed and depth. Um, that team, that offense, is going to be unstoppable if you add Tyreek Hill to the equation. But the thing about it is that his health and stuff like that that's kind of um, making Kansas City not to resign him. But I do think that Tyreek Hill definitely want to go out and still prove that he's still one of the best like speed wide receivers in this league. I don't believe that he I think he got more gas in the tank for I don't think that the production that he had from Miami at the Miami Dolphins, the low production that he had in Miami, I don't think that defined him. The only reason why he went to Miami was because of the money. And so I do believe that Tyreek Hill got a little bit more left in the tank. But if I'm Kansas City and I'm trying to go back to that Super Bowl, even though that you feel comfortable with the squad that you got now and the additions to now, the AFC is still stacked. It's still big. You know what I mean? And then you talking about the Patriots coming. You talking about Denver coming. You talking about uh, Lamar. Lamar ain't going nowhere. Josh Allen ain't going nowhere. They just got DJ Moore and stuff like that. They are building their defense. Um, Houston, you know what I mean? All those guys, you know what I'm saying? And so you need as much weapons as you can. Von Patrick Mahomes to say, yo, look, we need to, um, do whatever we can to make a run back to the Super Bowl. So yeah,
Yeah. Through my eye entertainment said they definitely have to get him, but he won't be signed until later on that season due to the injury, which I
yeah,
agree. I was gonna say though, I wouldn't sleep on Travis Kelsey. He did have two down seasons like you said, but you gotta also consider that Travis Kelsey was in well, he was the number one option. So it's
right,
easy for teams to really prioritize stopping him. Now that they got Kenneth Walker, I think the whole strategy changes tremendously. You can't just say let's stop Travis Kelsey. Now you have to stop Kenneth Walker because if you prioritize Kelsey, now you're letting Walker have free lanes to do whatever he wants to do. So I think a lot of the time you're going to be seeing them try to stop the run now, which is something that Kansas City hasn't really had. When you think of Kansas City, you don't think stop the run. You think stop Patrick Mahomes, stop Travis Kelsey. So now that you have that ability to be like, oh, you got to stop the run now, I think that's going to open things up for Kelsey. So I wouldn't sleep on Kelsey just yet.
yeah. I feel you on that. I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah, can walk into the Chiefs. Yup. I
Yes,
think
sir.
that move by itself was a Super Bowl move to me. I feel
Yeah, me
like
too. Me
even
too.
without Tyreek Hill, I feel like that was a Super Bowl move.
Yeah, that definitely was something to watch about. But also you gotta understand though is that there are a lot of not well, not a lot, but there's a good amount of AFC teams defensively that are top top five defense in the league. Like like Houston, like Denver, and so I guess they're going to be able to stop a Kenneth Walker or something like that, or to be able, or or like can strategize better when it comes to him. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how I feel about it. So
No, that's cool. I think you will be able to strategize against it, but you can't stop both. You gotta also remember that Patrick Mahomes is not just the best quarterback in the league. He's one of the best quarterbacks of all time. So you got Patrick Mahomes is if you strategize to stop the run without thinking about the pass, it's gonna cook you.
no, I don't think Justin Harris 66-22. I don't think your fantasy team is gonna be a bust this year. I think it's gonna be very very good this year. Well, I mean, who's on your fantasy team for this year? Go ahead and tell us about it. Or who you thinking that's gonna be
He
on your lineup?
he talking about since he gonna have Kenneth Walker and because Zach Charbonnet was taking all the touchdowns away from Kenneth Walker last year.
He was,
So yeah, now he don't gotta worry about that. Which I'm trying to tell you, Kenneth Walker's gonna go off next year.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I mean, I always pick Kenny Walker. Okay, okay, all right. Yeah, well, I think you should pick him again. I think he's gonna go off too with the Kansas City Chiefs. And I heard that he was a huge fan of them of the Kansas City Chiefs in his childhood. So I guess him signing, him being a free agent, him signing with the Kansas City Chiefs is like a dream come true. So it's like get to play with a team that he desperately loved, and so of course he's going to show top notch production. So especially with top dollar money that they gave him. So yeah, we're gonna see how Kansas City is, but you cannot deny that Kansas City is going to be at the um, at the conversation of the top of the AFC this year for sure. No doubt
Hmm.
about it. No doubt about it. Uh, yeah, Justin Harris, bro. Appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, bro. We and continue with the conversation, bro. Make sure you sub and share it to somebody too as well. We appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. So we was talking about Michael Parsons, and we was talking about uh, Patrick Mahomes. What he said? You want to answer that, Sean?
Yeah, I think the Cleveland Browns is gonna actually look good this year. I'm not gonna lie. The only thing that was really stopping the Cleveland Browns is the offense. So the one thing about the Cleveland Browns that I'm still unsure about is who's gonna be that starting quarterback. Because it's between Shador and Deshaun Watson. And if I'm thinking right now, Deshaun Watson is going to end up being the starter, especially because of how much you paying him. So I feel like it's Deshaun Watson's job to lose. So that's the only thing I don't like is because I want Shador to start. So, but if Deshaun Watson start, it's going to be interesting. I mean, you still got Jerry Judy, Judkins is going to be coming back. You added the two receivers in Denzel Boston and KC.
Yeah,
So that and then Phantom. I mean, you lost David and Njoku, but we seen David Phantom turn into a star right before us. So, and I think they upgraded the offensive line if I'm not mistaken.
they did.
So that whole offense has been revamped. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do. Yeah, roll tide, Jerry Judy. I want Jerry Judy to have a bounce back year because I feel like Jerry Judy hasn't had a year where he's had a good quarterback for the whole year. So if Jerry Judy can get a quarterback, you can show why Jerry Judy is literally one of the best route runners from Alabama.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, that's how I feel about the Cleveland Browns too. I feel like with Cleveland, they're pretty set when it comes to defense. Their defense is one of the best. Like I said, when you talk about the top top five defense in the AFC or top 10, you can't deny that Cleveland is on that list. And on top of all that, they still kept Miles Garrett. Miles Garrett seems like a guy that he that's not going to be slow anytime soon. It hasn't been shown that he has been showing slippage in his production. If anything, he has going higher and higher. And when you still add him to that defense, they can be really, really dangerous. The question is, like you just said, who's going to be quarterback? Um, I do think Deshaun Watson um, um, is going to be quarterback in the beginning of the season. But I think overall, in general, Shador Sanders is the future of that team. You know, whether you like it or not. Shador is definitely going to be the face of that team. If anybody is on the hot seat is Deshaun Watson, you pay this guy so much money and fully guaranteed. This man has been hurt for 2 years, I believe, 2 3 years, about that
Yeah,
time, right?
it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute. So yeah, so if anything, um, his job is on the line. His career's on the line and everything like that. So yeah,
Yes, sir.
my
Appreciate you,
man,
Justin.
my
See,
man, definitely, bro.
I was gonna say I don't. That's the only thing I don't like is because you ended up putting Shador in the same position that he was in last year. I mean, this time he might not hit the practice with the threes, but he doesn't really get that many reps with the ones during the season. So let's just say Deshaun Watson plays bad, and then you be like, yeah, Shador's the starter now. Now it's like Shador has to build that chemistry all over again with the ones. Like now, right now, he's building that chemistry right now. But by the time the season start, it'll be Deshaun Watson getting all those reps with the first team. That's the only part I don't like about it. But I think it'll probably end up going that way.
Yeah, no, 10. I mean, because I don't know how Deshaun Watson interact with his whole team ever since like during the time he got hurt and stuff like that. So I don't know if he hasn't been really interacting with his teammates to say like, all right, they can build a chemistry, with the wide receiver core that they have. Versus with Shador, it's like, yeah, he didn't have the first team reps, in the beginning, but he has a whole year under his belt of learning, of knowing his offense and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And so I think like when he steps into it, you know what I mean. I think he'll be a little bit more comfortable, and I think the team will be a little bit more comfortable because they know him as a person, they know him as as a player, and they have that chemistry versus Deshaun Watson. I don't know if they have that type of chemistry because of I, I guess the lack of production that Watson has been showing and his injuries. And I don't even know that he'd be around the team. I don't even know he was even around the team, to say, to say that. And all I know is that Shador has been there for a year and talking and engaging with his teammates. So that's why I feel like that if that were the case and something happened to Watson and Shador had to step in, I feel like he'll be fine. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but then you also got to consider that this not the same offense. There's a lot of new players on this team. So even though Shador got that 1 year, is a new offense, new players. I mean, new receivers for starters. You got new receivers. I would say the only person that he really had chemistry with is Phantom. You see, a lot of times him and
Yeah,
Judy wasn't really on the same page sometimes. So I wouldn't say he has more chemistry than everybody only because it's new players. And then you got to also consider that it's a new offensive coordinator as well, and Todd Monk, new coach.
yeah,
So everything is really different, which is why anytime the when he had those reps with the first team is valuable. You can't
hmm
miss no reps with that first team. So this whole offseason, this whole preseason process is going to be very important for Shador, for him to really gain that chemistry, gain that trust from not only his teammates but his coach. I feel like
yeah,
Deshaun Watson as well, but the difference is Watson has been in the league for a longer period of time, and Deshaun Watson has also shown that he has been special in his career. Even though he could have lost it for sure, he's shown that
right,
he has had the ability to be special in the
right,
league.
right. I understand that. I understand that. Yeah, I understand that. And then on top of that, they kind of, invested so much in him. So it's like
Hmm.
now he's good. You got to see, does he have more left in the tank? You know
Hmm.
what I mean? So I understand. I
Yeah,
definitely
then
understand.
I was gonna say from a chemistry aspect, yeah, he wasn't on the field, but we don't know. He could have been in the building that whole time that he's been out. You feel me? So that's the other thing. He because I'm pretty sure he's played with Jerry Judy, if I'm not mistaken. So I know that he probably hasn't played with none of the young guys though for sure. But he's been with Jerry Judy at least. So he might have been in the building, and a lot of the young guys know who Deshaun Watson is. Like Deshaun Watson wasn't no scrub. So
Right.
people talk to Deshaun Watson, they might be like, dang, that's Deshaun Watson. You feel me? So
Yeah, right.
he still got that star power, that stardom for his teammates to want to like actually play hard for him. Whereas Shador's the young guy, he probably relates more to the young guys. So it's like it's a difference. I don't know. It's a difference between the two styles. I think both QBs could work in their own way.
Yeah, you're right. You know what I mean? But I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, when it comes down to it, the ball's in Watson court. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? This is one shot to show that, can he still be that man or that guy that we've seen in Houston, Texas, and
Hmm.
being that type of beast guy. You know what I mean? And if not, then they want to move on from him. So, like you said, I think last week or something like that, you were saying who was the most in the hot seat, Deshaun
Hmm.
Watson. I said you're absolutely right because for real, Watson got everything to lose
Hmm.
I guess in this stage of his career, because you have only one more chance to really show that, okay, this is, I'm the guy that you chose. You know what I mean? That you gave me this money, and I'm going to show you why you should invest in me, and why it wasn't a mistake for you to invest in me. You know what I'm saying? And so, um, and then if he doesn't show that and he doesn't prove, we don't even know if he going to be able to have a starting job anywhere. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So he has. I say, yeah, he definitely has a lot more to lose. Um, you know, and the pressure definitely is on him, but also the pressure is on Shador Sanders too. Because say if something happens and he steps into the field, you got to show those guys, why show everybody, why you got drafted. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You were drafted here for a reason. You know what I mean? To be the future of that team, and so. Um, which I have no doubt that he's going to show it. You know what I mean? I have no doubt about it. But yeah, but it looks like when the pressure comes with Shador, it looks like he succeeds. So you know what I mean? So um, it's gonna be interesting on week one, and we're gonna keep a good luck a real good eye on the Cleveland Browns to see what's going on with them and their situation with the whole quarterback situation and how um, everything should be coming together with them and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, though, we was talking about Michael. We was talking about uh, Micah and about his time being delayed. We was talking about Mahomes and on track on coming back in week one. Heck, even training camp. We was talking a little about the Cleveland Browns, but let's pivot to the NBA.
No, no,
Uh,
brother. No,
uh,
no.
what?
While we still talking about quarterbacks, we've been talking about this team for a couple of weeks about how they don't have a quarterback. You gotta talk about the return of Aaron Rodgers.
Oh no, I
Gotta,
forgot.
yeah,
Oh,
you
my
gotta,
bad.
yeah, you gotta talk about
My
the return of Aaron Rodgers. I mean, for weeks we've
bad.
talked about how the Pittsburgh Steelers ain't have a quarterback. About that's the main thing that they're missing. Now they got Aaron Rodgers coming back. So I mean, with Aaron Rodgers coming back, what's the expectations for not only the Pittsburgh Steelers but for Aaron Rodgers?
Winning the division. That's my expectation. That's my expectation. I
Mhm.
mean, I don't know if that's their expectation. But that's my expectation. Um, you coming in last year, they were they weren't bad, but they weren't good. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Um, you got a whole offensive core. They acquire Michael Pittman Jr. From the Colts. You got DJ Metcalf. You got all these weapons. It's really no excuse for you. And then also you also have a nice good defense too with the Pittsburgh Steelers got. So for real, Aaron Rodgers case, there's no reason why you should not win the division this year, in my opinion. Do I think they're gonna go far in the playoffs? No, but they should win the division. You know what I mean? Especially that he's back with his long term coach. What's that boy name?
Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy. And so yeah, so um, I see the the connection that they have and all that. So yeah, so for real, there's no excuse for for the Steelers to not win the division. Anything more than that, that'll be fun. That'll be great. But that's the at least that's the expectation, or at least the standard that they should have is winning the AFC South.
Um, I'm not gonna go as far as you as to be like to win a division. I think that's always a goal, but winning the division is still not gonna be easy because you still got a team called not only the Baltimore Ravens, but you have the Cincinnati Bengals, and I think both of those teams are teams that could have good seasons as well. So I do think that they should win a lot of games, though. I mean, with the addition of Michael Pittman, now you got the combination of Michael Pittman and DK Metcalf. Um, I don't see
Oh my
how.
bad, bro. Oh my bad, bro. They in the my bad to cut you off, but they
Yeah,
in the AFC East.
yeah.
So on that in that division is the Dolphins, the Jets, and the Bills and the Patriots. In the
Okay, okay. Now, okay.
they
You
in the
you,
AFC East.
you sure?
Positive, bro.
Okay.
They in the AFC
Uh,
East, yeah. So go ahead.
mm,
Yeah, go ahead. No, wait, hold it.
hold on.
My computer is jacking on me, bro. God, what's going on, people? Got that AI going
I was
crazy.
gonna say, brother,
So
that's
no,
not you,
AFC
bro.
North. AFC
Yeah,
North.
yeah. I was gonna
AFC
say,
North.
I know for a
AFC
fact
North.
that they in the same division
AFC
as
North.
Baltimore.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
tablet going playing tricks on me.
yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. They in the AFC North with
Yeah, Ravens. Yeah,
Cincinnati, and the Cleveland Browns. So
okay,
it's not
okay,
going to be
yeah.
no cakewalk just to win the division just because Aaron Rodgers is there. But I do think that they should win a lot of games. I mean, like I said, Michael Pittman and DK Metcalf is a duo that I feel like a lot of jump balls can be won. A lot of plays can be done between the two of them. You also have a good running back duo between Jalen Warren and Kenneth Gainwell. Kenneth Gainwell shown that not only can he run the ball, but he can catch the ball at a high rate, and he
Yeah,
got a lot of trust from Aaron Rodgers during last season. So I think that's going to be fun to see as well. I mean, Pittsburgh defense has always been pretty good, so that's not anything you got to worry about. I mean, you still got T.J. Watt, you still got Jalen Ramsey, so that's gonna be cool too. So Aaron Rodgers just adds that QB factor. I mean, you got your QB. I mean, like you just said, Mike McCarthy is the head coach now. It's not Mike Tomlin. So maybe it's gonna be a playbook that's more nurtured to Aaron Rodgers. Maybe they throw the ball a little bit more than what they did last year because I feel like last year they was more so dependent on the run game. So maybe they open their offense more open it up more and throw the ball. Maybe Mike Tomlin didn't feel comfortable or really trust Aaron Rodgers to throw the ball as much. So it's gonna be a new offense for sure. It's gonna be exciting to see. So I expect them to win a lot of games. I expect them to make go to the playoffs for sure.
I have a question now. I know while you're
Hmm.
talking, there's something popping in my head. In the AFC North, which quarterback do you trust the most to win that division? Is it Lamar,
Um,
Joe, Aaron, or Watson?
Lamar.
Lamar.
I feel like Aaron has he's then came off of bad years. Joe Burrow, you never know about his health, and
Right.
Deshaun Watson is still uncertain. I feel like Lamar Jackson is the only certain quarterback in that's starting in that division right now. You can only I mean you can only argument you can make is to me is Joe Burrow is if Joe Burrow stays healthy. But then
Right.
my rebuttal to that would be, do you trust Cincinnati's defense? Because I trust the Ravens defense. I can't say I trust Cincinnati's defense though.
I trust Cincinnati. I trust Cincinnati offense. I don't trust their defense. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? I
What's
mean,
up? What's up?
oh, we can just yo. That's what's up, bro. Appreciate you. Make sure
Yes,
you
sir.
subscribe to our channel, bro. Like, comment, subscribe to our channel. We got Brazil in the house. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Thank you for coming. But yeah, though, yeah, when you talking about Cincinnati, I believe in the offense if Joe Burrow stay healthy. Uh, Baltimore offense, yeah, I trust it. Yeah, I trust it. Yeah, defense, yeah. Uh, the Steelers, um, I trust their defense. I don't know about their offense yet because we gotta see it. In order, to show,
Mhm.
can we believe it or not, or like that. But um, Um, but I don't know. I don't see like if Aaron Rodgers, if they have a great season, so they have a great season, still have a great season, and the only way that I'll probably see them, no, 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 you're right. Never mind, because I thought about the additions that um um the Ravens got, and they got Trey Henderson and all them guys, and so yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I also think that now they got a new they got also got a new offensive coach because I mean not offensive coach, but they got a new head coach. So that changes a lot of things too.
Right on, brother. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Yeah.
My
Yes,
man,
sir.
appreciate you, bro. Don't let it be the last time you come on, man. Make sure you come on and continue to hang out with us, bro. You family now, no doubt. We're
Yes,
still in the
sir. For
house. That's
real.
what I'm talking about. That's
We
what I'm
appreciate
talking about.
you. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Much love for sure. Much love. So yeah, though. Yeah, I feel you on that, no doubt. I feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that.
Yeah. And before you make the switch to NBA, I also have
Yeah,
another
go.
topic.
Yeah.
This is not facts, but some pictures have been leaked from AJ Brown's wedding. And the one person that we haven't seen is Jalen Hurts. So I mean, we all know that the relationship is between AJ Brown and the Eagles is probably done. But I know
Hey, bro.
for a long time, me and you have talked about if Jalen Hurts was going to be at the wedding. They've been best friends, and we haven't seen no pictures of them at the wedding. I mean, we seen Isaiah Rodgers, we seen Darius Slay, but we ain't see Jay Hurts. No Jay Hurts. So how do you feel about that?
Look, I'm gonna say this, bro. I don't know. It was a lot of guests in that wedding. I did see Saquon inside of there. I saw Jordan Malata. That's what I'm talking about, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate you, my guy, my guy, my guy. Make sure you stay tuned, bro. We're going to be giving out shirts and stuff like that, and giveaways and all that stuff. So stay tuned with us, bro. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube and on IG and everything, bro. Keep stay connected, bro. Definitely stay connected. But yeah, to back to your point, uh I'm not gonna assume anything yet, brother. There was a lot of people in that wedding. There was only a few videos that but I heard that it was a private ceremony, so you couldn't really get all the pictures and all that. I think, things are gonna get revealed once pictures is gonna show, and I guess the people that was at the wedding will post it or something like that. But I don't see him not being there. That's I can't fathom that, brother. I can't fathom that. Now, In the wedding, I don't know, but okay, I understand, but
I don't
but at
understand
the
that either
wedding, bro,
though.
I don't know, bro. I don't see, I just don't see it, bro. Him not being at the wedding, I just don't see that. I don't see that. I mean, like I said, we haven't really seen all the pictures. We ain't see all the clear pictures. We haven't really know a whole lot of people in there. So, we gotta wait until we see the clear pictures and all that. But as far as I know, those pictures was very, very far and stuff like that. So, um, and there was a lot of people in that ceremony too, at that wedding ceremony. So, I mean, I don't know. We want to find out, but I don't see that Jalen Hurts would not be there. If he wasn't there, that says a whole lot about their whole entire relationship. I say that
Yeah, no, it does.
that says a whole lot, and especially the fact that he is supposed, as far as I know, he's the godfather of AJ Brown's kids. Am I not correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't see him not being there. But if he was not there, that was definitely I don't care what the heck, were you busy and stuff like that. But what did he say? Said the World Cup in Brazil, the names of the. Oh wow, oh wow. Tell me more about that, bro. Why they getting released soon? Why Lamar Jr. is getting released? I haven't really followed that controversy. What was the controversy about? Tell us about it. But I know that he had a situation with the referees and all that type stuff. Uh, he said the referees took him out of the match. Uh, yeah, I haven't watched it, but oh wow, oh, got you.
Yeah, but I mean, if Neymar, if he was wrongly substituted and that resulted in them losing the game, I would be mad too. I see why he's so
Yeah.
mad. It's like something's always happening to him. Something's always happening to Neymar, which is crazy.
I mean, do you feel like Neymar is like do you feel like he's a problem?
Nah, can't be. Right now, he not the problem in this situation. It's the referees. I mean, he was wrongly substituted.
Uh, yeah, it says Neymar was mistakenly substituted during the match. The officials signing was the wrong player number. What? So they substitute the wrong guy?
Yeah, and it resulted in them losing. I
Oh,
mean,
that's crazy.
Neymar, one of the best soccer players out here. So
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, I know. Oh,
yeah,
wow. Oh, that's crazy. And so they didn't know until later on that the World Cup Brazil squad announcement. Wow, announcement. But yeah, though, yeah. So they didn't saying that it was the wrong person, the wrong player that they, called the substitute till later on
Yeah,
after the
I
game was
guess they
over.
found out. Yeah, yeah. I guess it was after the game was over.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, yeah, I would be mad too.
yeah,
Absolutely, especially for the World Cup and now what they
mhm,
probably eliminating right now, right?
yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah, I'll be mad too. Oh yeah, I think the refs need to get fined.
yeah.
Something
Something
needs to
has to
happen.
happen.
Some disciplinary needs to be coming across. That's crazy. That's literally
Yeah,
insane. Yeah, that's literally insane. Yeah, that's terrible. That's really, really terrible, for real. But let's talk about the NBA though. Um, we was talking about a little bit of soccer, a little bit. All right, let's move, spin, little news to the nugget. I like that. My God, that's what I'm talking about. My God. But yeah, let's talk about the NBA, man. So we got the conference finals match. It's all set. Starts tonight at 8 o'clock. OKC and the Spurs. Uh, how do you feel about it? And which team do you think has the most pressure?
you said between OKC and the Spurs.
Well, that's happening tonight. That's the
Yeah,
game that's happening tonight.
you said which team do I think has the most pressure?
No, I mean, well, you could
Oh,
say that team, but I'm just saying
oh,
those teams, the team that's in the tournament now. Which
okay.
team is
Out
going to
of
have the most pressure? Yeah.
which team has the most pressure? Out of the teams right now, I would say the most pressure is the Cleveland Cavaliers. You think of all
Yeah.
the teams, and from my perspective, you have the Thunder, who's been there and who's probably considered the heavy favorite to make it to the finals and win. You got a young team in the Spurs, who, even if they don't make it to the finals this year, the future is bright for that team. That it's a young team that's hungry with, I believe, the face of the NBA, the future face of the NBA in Wemby. So I feel like there's not really pressure on them to really get there because since they're a young team, it kind of remind me of that of your team when they first got there. The Timberwolves, when they got there with Cat made it to that the Western Conference Finals, but they couldn't beat Luca. So it kind of reminds me
Right.
of that a little bit. Then you got the Knicks, which a lot of people might think has the most pressure because you never know when their time is going to be because of playoff success. They always do Nick things and always somehow fold. But I think the biggest story, which is bigger than the Knicks, is James Harden. I think like throughout this playoff series, I think James Harden will forever be the biggest conversation and the most pressure is going to always be where James Harden is, especially with James Harden having a chance to get to the finals. I think it's going to always be for me James Harden. James Harden is going to always have more pressure than anybody that's in the playoffs because the one thing James Harden is known for is folding in the playoffs, and when he folds tremendously. I feel like we've been seeing James Harden step up to the plate and be the superstar that Cavaliers need. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna say I'm for me, I'm gonna say the Cleveland Cavaliers because of James Harden and also that Cleveland Cavaliers team is very talented. I mean, it's a lot of players on that team. When you really think about it, that I don't know if people really underlook the Cleveland Cavaliers when talking about top teams, but they have some names on that team between James Harden, you got Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, um, what's my guy with the afro? Um,
Jared Allen.
Jared Allen. So they got some Max Struess. They got some players on that team. So I feel like they're the team with the most pressure, and is mainly because of James Harden for me.
Yeah. I agree with you 100%.
Mhm.
I think it's the Cavaliers. When you look at the Cavaliers, man, them come going into Detroit, being the number one seed, and not just beat them, destroy them. Um, it brings expectations on what's to come for the next round that they about to go against the Knicks. Um, and especially because that the Knicks are kind of like the favorite to get out of the East with the Cavaliers. This is James Harden opportunity to prove those people wrong. This is a very perfect opportunity for James Harden. Because right now everybody is writing him off. Even though that he has these past few games he had a phenomenal games and stuff like that. They still writing him off because history has shown that that he can't fulfill the requirement that he's supposed to be at the top like the way that that people should put him as because he was that type of player, that caliber
Mhm.
player, and he falls to the moment every time. This is his opportunity to shine. This is his opportunity to go to the finals for the first time in years. I think I ain't gonna lie. I think that'll be a full circle moment if he wins and go to the finals and play the Thunder and he was at the NBA Finals with the Thunder way years ago. That'll be a whole full circle moment um, for him specifically. But
Mhm.
yeah, but in general though, they have the squad. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, even though that the Knicks are hot right now, they're really hot. Um, Cleveland, you could say that they got the best, one of the best defensive teams right now. You can say that. And so, I think the game that Jalen Brunson has to go inside the paint and really, doing his layups and all that. I think that's where he really like gets the best out of Jalen Brown because that creates the three, that he be making, and stuff like that. Him get inside the paint. I don't think that he's gonna be able to get inside that paint as much as he was able to get before. Or if he tries, uh, Mobley or Allen is going to stop that. So, um, so yeah, but it's definitely a lot of pressure on the Cavaliers. I think when he come on tonight's game with the San Antonio Spurs, um, um, Spurs need to take game one. And the reason why that they need to take game one, I think they need this game one more because they need to show everybody that look here, we're going toe to toe with the Spurs. I mean, with the Thunder. Um, we got a shot, we got a chance to knock them down. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. You got to go in there and show them that look here, that this is our time. If everybody's saying that Victor Wembanyama is the face of the league, or soon to be, or is destined to be, you have to play like it. You know what I mean? You have to show it like it. And those people, those guys like Castle and all them, and Harper and all them, they need to show up and show out because the Thunder is not no piece of cake at all. It's going to be a battle. You know what I mean? And I know people say, "Oh yeah, the Spurs is going to win because of Victor Wembanyama." The truth of the matter is that this playoffs has been so unpredictable. Uh, it's been crazy. So you can't say that the Spurs is going to guarantee beat the Thunder. You can't guarantee that the Thunder going to beat the Spurs. You know what I mean? It's not a guarantee. And so, um, but I think coming into tonight's game, San Antonio should be having the mindset of dominating, having the mindset of um, um, winning this game, um, and especially you on the road too. So, and you going to their house and you taking game one, that speaks a lot. And so, I know that wasn't the question, but I just want to keep that. I just had that in
Yeah,
my mind.
I actually have multiple things to say in terms of what you said. Well, first of all, let me start off by saying, but I know I've been on record for saying I think it's going to be the Knicks and Thunder in the finals, but I'm kind of feeling like it's going to be the Thunder and the Cavaliers now. That's for starters. Number two, um, I know like recent episodes we talked about like the pressure of like Jalen Brunson and how Jalen Brunson was basically brought to New York to win a championship.
Right.
But then I just start thinking now, Donovan Mitchell didn't start off on the Cleveland Cavaliers. He was on a Utah Jazz.
He
So the
was.
same pressure that you had said about Jalen Brunson last
Yeah, like,
episode, it
yeah.
applies to Donovan Mitchell as well because Donovan Mitchell was brought to Cleveland to win a championship. So
Right.
that's number two. Um, now, me and you have differences when it comes to the guaranteed because me personally, I can guarantee that the Thunder is going to beat the Spurs. I can guarantee you that. Now, as far as you saying the Spurs needs to win Game One, I don't really, I don't agree. I agree, but I don't agree. I think that they can't. They got to take one of the games that's away. They got to take a away game for sure. I don't think it has to be necessarily Game One though, but they have to take either Game One or Game Two for sure. They can't go down 2-0.
Yeah,
They
they
can't
can't.
do
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, they can't go 2-0. I don't think it has to be the first game, but they can't go down 2-0. As long as they go back to San Antonio with the series tied at 1-1, then they're good. If they go down 2-0, they're done.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Oh yeah, no
But
doubt.
I don't see the Thunder losing today. The Thunder the Thunder is gonna win. You said Wimby needs to play like the future face of the league. The only problem is there's another face of the league that also just won his second MVP, if I'm not mistaken, and
Yeah.
Shea Gilgis
Back to back.
Alexander. Yeah, back to back MVP, Shea Gilgis Alexander. Shea is he's here. He's not only a back to back MVP, but I think he's going to be the back to back NBA Finals champion, NBA Finals MVP. Shea, if Shea is not the face of the league right now, I think he is one of those players that can arguably be the face in the future as well. So the Spurs have it's going to be hard for the Spurs because of course I think the Spurs have the talent to win, but at the end of the day, the Spurs have never been made it this far. And the one thing that is always going to be important is experience. Experience is always going to be important because you don't know how to feel in those big games. Everybody hasn't is not doesn't have that feeling of playing in a big game like that until
Hmm.
you're in it, until you got that experience. And the Thunder has experience not only in it but winning the whole thing. So I think that's where the Thunder has the upper hand over the Spurs. So for me, and for me to tell y'all the people, I guarantee the Thunder will beat the Spurs. Guaranteed.
I guess we got to agree to disagree on the
Yeah,
subject,
that's
brother.
yeah, that's the only
On
thing we
that type
disagree
of
on, brother.
subject, that's because and one thing that this playoff shown me that anybody can go down and anything can happen. And you can be hot on for a good minute and then turn around. A team can come, especially a hungry team, and it look like that the Spurs are one of those teams that's like the underdog type team that's really hungry and really trying to you know make a household name for themselves.
That's cool. I guarantee you by next week you'll say something different. By next week you'll be telling me that the Thunder is going to win the finals. So I'm cool with you having your opinion right now. You want to be optimistic right now, but
I'm not optimistic. I'm just speaking real, brother.
we keep
I'm
receipts.
speaking real, bro. I don't know
We
what's
keep
gonna happen.
we keep receipts of you saying that the Thunder was going to go to the finals this whole time,
Yeah, I pick them to go to the finals. Yeah, I pick them to go to the finals. Yeah, I pick them to go to the finals.
the
I'm
whole
not
time,
going. I'm not going. Huh?
the whole time.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm not going. But I'm also not gonna be naive either. I mean, the truth of the matter is, bro, we thought. We thought the Boston Celtics was going to make a good run. It was out in the first round. The first round, brother.
You
So
gotta
like,
see this. I don't like. I don't like that you keep using this Boston Celtics
but
thing,
that's
but you're gonna
that's
keep
that's
using
an
it.
example
You know,
because they're the top.
it's
They're
not a
one of the
good
top
example.
teams
It's not a good
in the
example.
league.
It's not a
It
good
is a good
example
example,
because
brother.
we're talking about a Thunder team and a Spurs team that is fully healthy, and then you're talking about a Celtics team that wasn't 100% healthy. They was missing the best player. That's the truth, and that's my Sixers team. So of course, I'm happy. I'm happy that we did it. But the truth of the matter is, Jason Tatum did not play. I am fully aware that Tatum did not play. And if Jason Tatum would have played, I don't know if we would have won that game. There's no 100%. I can't say 100%. Yeah, we would have beat the Celtics. I know. I had my glory rights and my bragging rights over the Celtics fans for sure. And I'm happy about it. I laugh at all the Celtics fans in their face every day. But the truth of the matter is, if Jason Tatum would have played, it could have. Now I'm not gonna say it would have, but it could have been a different situation.
Well, if you saying that, the truth of the matter is that during the season, the Spurs have beaten the Thunder in every single matchup that they played. Yeah,
You're
that should
right.
tell you something.
You're right. They could have. They probably now. I mean, they
That's
have.
what I'm
They
saying.
have.
So you
No.
can't say yeah, you're right. Yeah, I know I'm right. So you can't say that they automatically going to win the series. Now I get what you're saying, like as far as experience and all that. I get all that. You know what I mean? And experience does play a factor to why you in the playoffs. But I mean, I ain't gonna lie. The Spurs are playing like they've been there before, for real,
Um,
for real. So
I'll give
I'm
you
just
that. I would say the only difference between the only thing I would say about what you just said is it's a difference between the regular season and the playoffs.
you're
And
right.
the Spurs is going to see that. The Spurs is going to see that with this Thunder team. This is not regular season
Okay.
Thunder. This is postseason Thunder. This is finals form Thunder. So they not just getting ready to go against OKC where OKC could lose in the regular season and keep moving. OKC can't afford to lose. They can only lose a certain amount of games, and I guarantee you they won't lose four. They're not going to lose 4 games. I guarantee that. I don't care what game. I don't care what game it goes to. I don't care if it goes to game 7 and goes to triple overtime. They will not lose. They are not going to lose. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
Oh my God, this boy, man! I'm
Hey,
telling you, man.
it's finals.
We
This is
gotta let
finals.
this
This
boy
is finals.
shine. I'm telling you.
This is finals form. This is final form. Final form Thunder, brother. It's final form Thunder.
I guess this is like a Will See type moment. I
Yeah,
guess it's like
Wimby,
a
of
Will
course.
See. So,
I think the Spurs have been looking good. They have, but they are gonna meet their match with the Thunder. And like you said, the Thunder done lost every game against the Spurs this season.
they did.
The Thunder also has that in the back of their mind. They already so I hope
Baseball is
that the
on.
Spurs and for the Spurs kids, I hope that the Spurs are not going into this game thinking, oh yeah, we beat them in the regular season, so we about to do it again because that would be the
Oh
young
no, no,
see,
they
but we
can't
don't
go in
know
that
that.
mindset like that.
You can't, but that's where I talk about where experience plays a lot of factor. That's the experience when you don't have that experience of being in that situation of going to the playoffs that far and going against a team like the Thunder where you beat them every game. You probably had that confidence. Oh yeah, we did it before. We're gonna do it again. So if and for their case, I hope they don't overlook them because they will get blown out.
You
Thunder's
right.
coming
I think
and it
that's
starts
the
today.
number one. I think that's what I said. That's what I said. They gotta have that mentality coming in to the series. Like yo, you can't have that mentality saying, "Oh yeah, we beat them before," and so yeah, they're just a cakewalk. No, they ain't no cakewalk. You know what I mean? You gotta fight, scratch, and claw each and every game just to even try to get a win. You know what I mean? This is the playoffs. This is determined to get to the finals. You know what I mean? To that championship glory. You know what I mean? So they can't. You're absolutely right, but they cannot have that mindset of like, yeah, we beat them already. We beat them twice, so yeah, man, we gonna knock them down probably 5 or 6 or something like that. We got this in the bag. No, yeah, it's not guaranteed that you got this in the bag. So you got to come in with the mentality, with the mindset of, all right, look here, we come in to dominate. We can't let these boys know that we came here to play. You know that we serious about this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so that's what I'm saying. So they gotta have the right mindset. They don't have the right mindset. You absolutely right. They gonna get dealt with. The Thunder
Yeah,
gonna come down to them real strong. Lightning.
yeah. See,
like
now, for the next topic, I don't know if you really want to touch on it because I feel like we basically said it throughout talking. But I mean, it was just talking about who we think the underdogs are. But I feel like we kind of already said that.
yeah, we kinda talked we kinda already said that, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, the underdog, I mean you really think about it is the Spurs. So
yeah.
yeah.
Spurs,
But
and Celtics. I mean, and then Cavaliers.
and, and Cavaliers, yeah. Yeah, those two are the underdogs, no doubt about it. Because the favorites is the Knicks and the
Yeah,
Thunder. You know
yeah.
what I mean? So yeah, of course they're not the underdogs. But we got one more topic to discuss.
Hmm.
We talking about basketball. We got to talk about women's basketball. So you know, Asia Wilson, last game, dropped 40, 45 points. She's
Hmm.
actually the first player to drop 45 points in multiple games in her career. And then also Angel Reese. Yesterday she had her her homecoming debut since she got traded to the Atlanta Dream. And it was a heck of a game. Um, Going toe to toe with the Aces, Las Vegas Aces. Um, Judging by this game with Angel Reese and Atlanta um and Las Vegas. What do you think that will tell you? What do you think that tell you? Do you think that could be a potential finals matchup, or um, how do you feel about that?
I think it's too early to say. I don't really know how I feel about the Atlanta team. Personally, I feel like I gotta watch more games on them. I feel like we know for sure the Aces is definitely a title contender for sure. I mean, we done seen it every year. Um,
Right.
I think teams like Mercury, they're coming. You got teams like the Indiana Fever, they're coming. Um, I don't really know how I feel about Atlanta. I mean, even in that game that they just lost, even though they went toe to toe, I think you seen that Angel Reese, Angel Reese shot 12%. Angel Reese is supposed to be one of the best players on that team. I mean, you traded for Angel Reese to shoot for 12%. I mean, I know Angel Reese is not an offensive player, is more known for her defense, but
Mm-hmm.
still, you gotta be better than that. You have to be better
Uh,
because at the end of the day, the team depends on you. At the end of the day, I've seen Angel Reese putting in the work, working on her offensive game. So we have to be able to see it, especially if you want to be able to beat a team in a series, not just a game, in a series for the final. So that's why I can't. I don't know if I'm gonna say series, a final matchup. It gave those vibes because of how close of a game it was, but I'm not gonna say that just yet. I think I gotta see more from that team. But as far as Asia Wilson putting up 45, that's Asia Wilson being Asia Wilson, the GOAT. Asia Wilson is the GOAT for a reason. I mean, you
yeah,
she shows it times and time again. I mean, not only offensively but defensively. She's just the GOAT. That's all I can say about Asia.
yeah, she is. Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, she that Wilson definitely is. Um, it might go down. If not, she definitely gonna go down as one of the best to ever do it. But the piggyback what you said about Angel Reese. Uh, I'm not gonna lie. I think that game last night was pretty good. I mean, even though she shot 12%, um, Angel Reese still a stud in this league. You know what I mean? I think that she needed a new scenery. I think the trade that happened with her definitely was. very important because the team that she was at before, she wasn't really they wasn't giving out her full potential or what potential of what she as a star in this league. Um, I mean, yeah, you absolutely right. There's other people, there's other teams like Liberty and Fever and all them other players that are definitely can go toe to toe with that's gonna go toe to toe with the Las Vegas Aces. But um, I don't know. I mean, I think Angel Reese. I think with this, I think last night she dropped with 27 points. So she was pretty nice.
Angel Reese?
Uh,
No,
yeah. So what?
no, she ain't dropped no 27.
No, not
She dropped.
that game. The game before. The game before. My
Wow.
bad. The game before. Yeah, not that game. The game before that.
Okay, yeah. I hope I hope that's what you meant. Yeah, the game before
Yeah,
that.
that's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, the game before that. Not the
Hmm.
LA, the Las Vegas joint. But yeah, but but yeah, though I feel like with her is like she just needed a new change of scenery. Now we got to see if that new change of scenery pays off. Going into the playoffs, I do think that the dream team definitely got a good squad for them
And
to
also,
compete with the
hold
uh
on, you're wrong. She did not drop 27 points. I had I mean I'm glad I went to go
oh
check because Angel Reese is not an offensive player at all. She had 12 points.
that pass game.
Yes.
Not the Aces.
No, I know
So
what you said. I'm looking at the stats, brother. She had 12 points. And that's her highest scoring game of the season. 12.
12.
See, while
Oh,
you go check
wait,
one,
they started two games, right? It was
they played three
three to three
games.
games.
They played three
So who was
games.
the other one?
11.
Who? Oh damn!
Yeah. So
I'm like,
why you
what,
go
27? Hold up.
yeah, why you go check why because you was talking about how Andrew Reese needs a change of scenery and how you think she's uh like she's a good player and all that. In my opinion, Angel Reese is overrated. Angel Reese is an overrated player. Angel Reese is
Man,
only good for rebounds. That's my opinion. Angel Reese is only good for rebounds, rebounds and defense. And if she doesn't do that, I mean, she doesn't really contribute to the offense at all for real. For real. If I'm being honest, even last game, when looking at the stats, she got 9 points and seven of those came from free throws. So I'm glad she worked on her free throws because yeah, if she ain't get them free throws, she probably would have had only 2 points. Well, she would have had only 2 points.
mm. Well, I don't know, bro. I mean, I just feel that that she needs to. So, what you feel like you saying that you think she needs to improve her game? Do you think that she's that star that she can,
Um, I feel like she's one of those players that's. I think she's a star in her role, kind of
Oh,
like
okay.
how
So you don't
people
think she
view.
can?
I don't see her being a star in the league.
Okay.
That's my now, and if you want to call her a star, then I don't think she'll be a superstar. I don't think she'll be. I don't think when you talk about Angel Reese, I don't think you'll talk about her in the same category as like a Aja Wilson or a Caitlin Clark. I feel like Angel Reese is known for getting rebounds. That's it. It's not like she gets the rebounds and then turns into a high scoring game. No, she's not doing that. She gives a lot of she'll give you a whole bunch of rebounds. She'll have games where she can probably get 20 rebounds. I'm pretty sure she has a record for rebounds. But that's it. That's all you're getting out of her.
So you don't think she can shoot?
No. It's kind of she kind of like Rudy Gobert.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna
basically
say.
the only difference is Rudy is way better defensively. At least Rudy has the accolades and the awards for being a defensive player of the year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah, he
You
got
feel
two
me?
of
Yeah, he got two of
them. Yeah.
them. I don't think Angel Reese is going to get defensive player of the year.
Mhm. So do you feel like could she change the team? If that's the case, do you feel like she could change the team?
Can she change the team?
And
See, that's a hard question, bro. I think she could change the team depending on what's around her.
okay,
I feel like if like you said, she needed a change of a environment. I think if you put her on a team where she doesn't have to be the offensive threat, then that would she can change the
that's a
team
perfect
because
spot.
she can get them second chance points because one thing she'll do is get the rebound. She'll get the rebound. And I says let's say I put more respect on her name and say she's not like a Rudy Gobert, but like a Draymond Green. Like Draymond
Okay,
Green executed his role to the highest extent, and you see he's now considered a Hall of Famer. He's considered because of the players that was around him, and he was able to execute his role at a high extent and get those championships. So I feel like if she's able to keep getting the boards, keep playing defense,
uh-huh.
and just work on her free throws like it seemed like she's doing, and if she could just give a meaningful 10 to 12 points a game, then I think she could be a star. I give her a star.
I feel you.
But
I feel
it
you. Okay,
that all depends on what's around her though. You feel me? I feel like the players around her is gonna have to play at a high level offensively for me to be like, yeah, she can make a change. Because she'll get the rebounds, of course, but that's all you can really depend on. The rebounds and defense.
so we basically got to see. I mean, well, it's been 3 games, but it's still been early, so we basically got to see throughout the season. And does that trade to Atlanta Dream was that the best fit for her?
Hmm.
Regarding with the I guess the pieces around her, I think if that is the case, then that would be a huge win for the Dream. If it's not, then it'll definitely not been a win for them. I think it's kind of like right now it's kind of like wait and see type moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because looking at the stats right now, because she's only 3 games in, but she's putting up practically the same numbers she's put up with Chicago. Just
Chicago.
fewer points. At least with Chicago, she basically averaged 15 points. Right now, she's averaging like 11. So of course, it's only 3 games in. It could go up for sure, but
Yeah.
she's putting up the same numbers. It's not like she's not doing no better, or no worse.
Yeah, I see it.
Still
She
averaging
averaging
13.
11 points, 15 rebounds,
Hmm.
2 assists, 2 blocks, one steal per game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where she did improve, she's improving with the blocks. She's improving with the blocks, but she's also having more turnovers. So that's the other thing she got to work on. Last game, I think I seen that it said she had 8 turnovers. That's unacceptable. So it's unacceptable. You can't Angel baby. You can't have two. Can't have eight. Not eight. Come on.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that. So it's kind of all right. So it's kind of like a wait type see what's going to happen this season. I mean, we're going to continue to keep an update and eye on Angel Reese to see is she able to improve points and also with her. So I know she's really good at with her defensive style of play. But can she get to that points? And if not, can she be an elite level on that defensive side? And if that's the case, can does the situation that she has now, does that match to her game defensively or what she's best known at, so they can be a threat in those type teams, when you're facing, the Liberty and stuff like that. So we want to look and see. I mean, we're 3 games in, so we got to see if that was a better fit, a good fit,
Hmm.
and if that was a good fit, how they can um, be in the conversation of playoff contention or even get to the championship level.
Hmm.
Yeah, though. With that being said, I think we got done all the topics for today.
Yeah.
All over the weekend. Yeah. Great show that we had on today, y'all. We appreciate all the love and comments and likes that you came on today. Thank y'all for taking y'all time out of y'all day to come hang out with us, to talk a little bit about sports. We talked a little bit about you saw a lot about football, basketball, a little bit about World Cup soccer, stuff like that. And so, yeah, our job is to give you all the best show each and every time we get on this platform, and
Hmm.
show y'all some love. And we're gonna continue doing that, and we ain't gonna stop. And also, we want to also let you know that we're gonna be live um, during the NBA draft. Am I correct? So,
Yeah, probably for the first round.
right, yeah, just for the first round. Just for the first round, we're gonna do just for the first round. It's gonna be on YouTube or TikTok.
Probably YouTube. I feel like TikTok, we still got really testing to do.
Yeah. So yeah, we're still working on TikTok. But yeah, it's gonna be on you. It's gonna be on our YouTube. Um, So yeah, so pretty soon we're going to be having our NBA draft night only for that first round. So stay in tune with that and everything like that. And that being said, we appreciate y'all. We thank y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share it to somebody. And also follow up on our social media platforms and get involved. Get involved with the conversation. Get to know everything. And we're going to be telling you the latest and the hottest stories and that's everything sports because that's who we are. What's the word? And what's the word is we talk about sports all day, every day. And so on this show. And so that being said, we'll see y'all Wednesday. Wednesday, 3 o'clock, same place, same time. Uh, Anything you want to say, Sean?
Nah.
Nah. All right. Well, that being said, enjoy this weather. Enjoy this beautiful Monday afternoon. Well, evening now. That being said, it's your boy Manny.
It's your boy Sean.
And this is What's the Word Sports Podcast coming to you. We'll see y'all on Wednesday. Take care. Be safe. God bless.
All right, y'all.